The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Hi guys, I'm Lex.
And I'm Liv.
And today
we'll be the judges.
It's been a hot... not really.
Last week.
Yeah. What pissed you off this week? I know what pissed me off.
Okay, you go first.
Your fucking dog. Guys, this dog gets to sleep with Liv every single day. And the one day I sleep over, he kicks me off the bed. I slept on the floor because he kicked me off the bed. She already sleeps like a starfish as it is. Add another dog to that, I was kicked off. And then she yelled at me in the middle of the night.
Get up.
She was like, why the fuck would you ever do that?
Because I was like, why the fuck did you go to the floor? Get up. That pissed me off. That's my thing that
Where
pissed
was
me
I
off.
supposed to go?
Anywhere.
Where?
The other side of the bed.
There was no room on either side. You were fucking starfished out.
Okay, well, Miko's just a baby.
I'm being replaced by a dog.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
He's a fucking dog.
Exactly, and I'm being replaced by him. So, it's okay.
I wake up at like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, I wake up and I like look around and I go, where the fuck is Lexi? I see Miko. I'm here. The blankets are here. Where is Lexi?
I was on the floor.
I look down, and there she is on the floor, and I go, what the fuck are you doing down there? And she goes, you kicked me off. Miko kicked me off. I go, get up here. Come here. And then I wake up again to her on the floor again. I was like, Lexi, get up here. What are you doing on the floor?
I had nowhere else to go.
It's okay. Then we figured it out. And then Miko went to the edge of the bed.
Yeah, and I got 0 sleep last night. I'm so tired.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'm chilling. Good.
Okay, today's story.
I don't know anything about this.
So this is really cool.
Oh, really cool.
Really cool. Sorry. Okay, so this is about a woman.
Whoa.
I know. And
vagina.
she was from Canada. Her name is Elisa Lam, I think.
I'm going to give you your listening. I'm just looking at one thing. I'm looking at one thing. Keep talking. You know how you were playing with your freaking whatever last? You were playing Block Blast?
Yeah, that's different. I wasn't reading emails.
I'm not reading them. I'm looking at something. Give me 30 seconds. Keep talking.
Okay. So she's from Canada and she was visiting LA and she was staying
LA got the people say
la 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 la. Welcome say la 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 la. Let me hear him say la 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 la.
Oh, we have to print these out. Oh, we just gained a subscriber.
Jeez.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So if you've watched the Netflix Don't Fuck with Cats in 2019.
What?
It says if you watch the Netflix Don't Fuck with Cats in 2019, then some of their new shows, the Vanish at the Cecil
Something hotel.
Something hotel.
Hotel.
It might sound familiar.
Holiday Inn. We at the hotel. Motel. Holiday Inn. We at the hotel. Motel. Holiday Inn. We at the hotel. Motel. Holiday Inn.
This is like, it's really weird. Like, nothing really adds up. Nothing lines up. And it's like really funky. So there's a video of Elisa filmed in a hotel elevator after she vanished. It went viral when it was released by the LA police during the investigation. So they released this footage of her in the like hotel like elevator, and she was just acting weird. Like something was wrong, like visibly wrong, and you can tell something was wrong. She was kind of standing in funky ways, moving around the elevator in not human, but like not a normal person would just kind of move like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the elevator doors didn't close, and she appeared by speaking to somebody, but there was nobody there. Her movements were strange. She jumped in and out of the elevator and then just vanished.
She like disappeared.
Yeah, like she just was never, like, she was going in and out of the elevator. The doors never closed. Like they were just going, like she was going in and out, acting very strange, talking to people that weren't there, and then just vanished. Like was unseen. So Elisa's body was found in a water tank on hotel roof 19 days after she was first reported missing. Mind you, she went missing on January 31st. She was reported missing on February 8th.
Oh.
But I think there's a reason.
Oh.
Some people said the video was evidence of a supernatural activity, and there are still conspiracy theories about Elisa's disappearance to this day. So on February 19th, 2013, the body of Canadian tourist Elisa Lam, who was born in Lam Hong, China. Oh, wait, no, I lie. She was born in Chinese. Nope.
What?
She was born in China. She was recovered from a large atop where she had been a guest. She was last seen alive on January 31st and was reported missing by her parents on February 8th. Her body was discovered by the hotel maintenance worker investigating complaints of flooding and low water pressure because she was in the water tank. Interest in Lam's disappearance increased on February 13th when Los Angeles Police Department released security camera footage of her behaving irregularly in a hotel elevator on the day that she was last seen alive. The video went viral, while an autopsy performed on February 21st was inconclusive in determining the manner of Lam's death. So there was a video of her acting irregular in like insane in this elevator. She was talking to, when the elevator door opened, she was talking to somebody, and she went into the elevator and acted kind of weird in the elevator, like kind of moving around in it really weird. And nobody was there. Nobody was behind her, but she was talking to somebody.
Was she on the phone?
No. Her hands were down. They were moving. Like,
Is there a video of this?
Yeah.
Oh.
We look it up. Find it. It was like very odd. And she started going in and out of the elevator doors when they weren't closing because she didn't click Elisa Lam.
The video captured Elisa Lam on the morning of February 1st, 8:30 a.m., the day she was supposed to check out of the Cecil Hotel. The day before, January 31st, was the last time her family in Canada had heard from her.
This is, again, totally out of character for her not to be in daily contact with her family.
But then the video takes a strange turn. She punches all of the buttons on the control panel, then waits. She steps in and out several times. She even appears to be gesturing in the hallway, although it's not clear if someone is there or not. Do you believe she's interacting with another person?
I don't know. I don't know at this point whether she is or not. I think it's fair to say that her behavior appears to be a little bit abnormal.
But could the behavior have something to do with her disappearance? It's now been 2 weeks since anyone has seen or heard from Elisa Lam,
Okay.
known to suffer from mild depression and was traveling alone on a trip from her native Canada. LAPD's
Oh,
elite
so
robbery...
this is like before they found her?
So she was, as you just saw, acting insane, but there was no surveillance footage of anybody in the hotel around her besides just her in the hotel. Like, why is she jumping in and out? Even if there was somebody, like, if you were hiding from somebody, wouldn't you want to close the hotel? Like, wouldn't you want to close the door?
Close the elevator door.
And you wouldn't be jumping in and out, and you wouldn't be, like, having a conversation with them. You wouldn't be clicking all the buttons in the elevator. Like, I don't know. just very odd. Like, very odd. So the Los Angeles County coroners, like coroners, the people that check out the body, they ruled the death as an accident of bipolar disorder because she suffered from.
Well, how does that have anything to do with it?
No idea.
They were trying to say she killed herself?
Basically, being a significant contributing factor. So them saying she had bipolar disorder and she was mildly depressed had a big play into this. So they're hinting that she tried to do it herself. But guests at the stay on Main sued the hotel over the incident, and Lam's parents filed a separate suit later that year. The latter was dismissed in 2015. Some of the early internet interest notes were considered unusually in similarities between Lam's death and the 2025 horror film Dark Water. And the case has since been referred to the international popular culture and had been the subject of several creative works, meaning people have made videos out of it and made movies about it and a lot of things, which...
I mean, it's pretty, like...
It's a crazy story.
Not common.
Yeah, like... And if you... Can we put in a picture of a water tank? There's no way this tiny, dainty little...
Like the big circle one?
It's the concrete.
Concrete!
The metal concrete thing that you have to lift up. That's probably... She fit in it. So it's bigger than her.
Yeah.
So this is like her background a little bit. In mid-2010, Lam began a blog named Ether Fields on Blogspot. Over the next 2 years, she posted pictures of models in fashionable clothing and accounts of her life, particularly her struggling with mental illness. In January 12 blog post, Lam lamented that a relapse at the start of the current school term had forced her to drop several classes, leaving her feeling so utterly directionless and lost. She titled her post, "You're always haunted by the idea you're wasting your life," after quotation of a novelist, Chuck Palahniuk? I don't know. A little over 2 years after Lam started the blog, she announced she would be abandoning her blog she had started a Tumblr. The Nouvelle Nouveau, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Its content mostly consisted of fashionable photos, quotes, and a few posts in Lam's own words.
So she was trying to be like an influencer.
Yeah, so she...
Like fashion influencer.
Yeah, she was trying to be like Alex Earl.
Okay.
Lam had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression. She had been prescribed several medications for her mental health issues. Wellbutrin, Lamotrigine... That's what I'm on!
I'm on Wellbutrin.
Quetiapine...
Fancy, funky antidepressants.
All of these antidepressants
and antipsychotics.
And yeah. According to her family, who reportedly kept her mental illness private, Lam had no history of suicidal intentions or attempts or anything. Although one report claimed she had previously gone missing for a brief period. Lam had a history of not taking her bipolar meds, and as a result, on several occasions suffered from hallucinations that would cause her to hide under the bed for refuge. She was hospitalized at least once for one of these episodes, which is very sad. And
well, there's a lot of people who, like, with those mental health things, like, they need them, but they don't want to. They do.
Yeah, so they don't take them.
So they don't take them. Yeah, so that's the
You
hardest
do that?
part. No, I don't. I take mine.
Yeah, but you're always like, I don't need it.
Well, it's not. No, some people just don't think they have anything wrong with them, and they just think that the medicine is what's making them crazy.
Yeah.
So then they think to not take that. I just think I'm fine. I've been on it for so long. But you know what he told me? In the summer, he might try to take me off.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
She doesn't want to have to deal with me.
No, it's not just that. I want to deal with you. So I want you on it.
She doesn't want me to kill myself.
Yeah. What happened last time?
But I don't think I'd cold turkey it. I think he asked this time if he was like, can I put you down to 150? And I was like, that's cutting it in half.
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, no.
Can we just try it in the summer when I don't have school?
Yeah.
Or really much going on?
And like my friends are available more if I do need them. Like if I were to be like,
Hey, like, I'm not doing good.
you'd be like, all right, get the fuck over here.
Yeah. For her trip to California, Lam traveled alone. She visited the San Diego Zoo. She posted photos taken there on social media. On January 26th.
That's my birthday.
Your birthday.
Wait, what
She
happened?
arrived.
She died on my birthday.
No.
You know Kobe Bryant died on my
birthday
birthday when I was 14. My 14th birthday was filled with him dying.
Sorrow.
Bruh, come on, this is my day. Don't make it about yourself.
Yeah, come on. He had to figure out a way to make it about himself. He knew Quinn liked him too much.
And then I bought him a jersey for Christmas that next year. I was so kind. Why do you talk?
After 2 days, she checked into the hotel, whatever, the Cecil, whatever hotel.
What?
Near...
What?
I don't know what the hotel is.
Oh, Cecil. Cecile? I don't fucking know.
Cecil.
Cecile.
I'm just going to call it the hotel. Near downtown Skid Row. Okay. She was initially assigned to share a room on the hotel's 5th floor. However, her roommate complained about the hotel's lawyer would be later described as certain odd behavior. Oh, so the roommate who she was assigned to, because I guess the hotel gave out, let me think of the word. Roommates.
They were roommates.
The hotel assigned shared rooms. So it was one person traveling alone, and I'm sure it was cheaper. But the roommate complained about what the hotel's lawyer, trying to cover their ass, said certain odd behaviors, and Lam was moved to a room of her own after only 2 days. According to Amy Price, the manager of the hotel and stay on Main, at the time of Lam's disappearance, Lam was leaving notes for her roommates that said go home and go away, and would lock the door to the room and require a password for entry.
Oh my god, imagine being a roommate.
I know. Like, she'd literally say go away, go home, and like write it down on paper and like lock the door and say, what's the password? And like
Ew.
make you yeah, like I can ew.
Yeah,
That makes me uncomfortable.
Her picture, like, kind of like.
Yeah, her picture is
me
a little
the
bit queasy.
Yeah.
Like it's that smile, and it's especially knowing that she wasn't in the right frame of mind.
Correct.
During it, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So a few days before her disappearance, Lam attended a live taping of Conan in Burbank, but was escorted off the premise by security due to her disruptive behavior.
But this is the thing. If all this stuff is happening, why did somebody not, like, do something about it before?
Because, it was a different time.
Not really.
I guess, in 2013.
Not
Mental
really.
health wasn't looked at the same as it is now.
It's still really not.
But if somebody started acting irregular like that,
In our generation, yes. Anybody older than us, no, they
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
They'd be like, okay.
So this is talking about the leading up to the disappearance, kind of more about it. So Lam contacted her parents in British Columbia daily while traveling up until the day she disappeared on January 31st, 2013. The day she was scheduled to check out of the Cecil Hotel and leave for Santa Cruz. So she was going to a different place. So she was basically going around the globe, which is crazy.
All around the world.
Her parents did not hear from her and called the Los Angeles Police Department. Her family flew to Los Angeles to help for the search from Canada. The hotel staff who saw Lam that day said she was alone. Outside the hotel, Katie Orphan, manager of the Last Bookstore, which I'd assume was somewhere around there, was the only person who recalled seeing her that day, saying she was outgoing, very lively, very friendly, while getting gifts to take home from her family. Orphan told CNN she was talking about the book she was getting and whether or not what she was getting would be too heavy for her to carry around, like travel. Police searched the hotel to the extent that they legally could. They can't like go into people's rooms and like dig through people's stuff.
Yeah.
So they did what they could searching around the hotel. And they searched Lam's room and they had dogs go through the building, including the rooftop, but the dogs were unsuccessful in detecting her scent. But we didn't search every single room. That would
take forever.
That's what Sergeant Rudy Lopez said.
Okay, I'm done now. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I don't want this to fall.
We could only do that if we had probable cause to believe a crime has been committed. On February 6th, a week after Lam last seen, LAPD decided more help was needed. Flyers with her image were posted all over the neighborhood and online. It brought the case to public attention through social media. On February 13th, another week of no sign of Lam, the LAPD released a video of the last known sighting of her taken in one of the hotel elevators by video surveillance camera on January 31st. Approximately 2.5 minutes of footage, Lam alone makes unusual moves and gestures. She appears to press every button on the elevator panel, peers into the hallway, then leaves the elevator at one point while the door remained open. When the doors fall to close, she returns. She leaves. The doors close later.
Did they ever see her actually getting out of the elevator, like for real? Mm-hmm. But then where did she go? They didn't want. Okay.
They don't know. There was no other
okay
surveillance footage. So she's seen like clicking all the buttons.
But why is nothing happening? Why is the elevator not moving?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. Then she peers out.
She's
she hides. She hides even like she hides in the corner and she's like looking out for people. But there's nobody there. And mind you, when she doesn't take her medicine, she hallucinates.
Right.
So, and now she's just kind of creepily standing in the doorway, looking at nothing.
But I don't understand how the elevator door is not closing.
Yeah. Maybe it's one that you have to like actually click the button. And now she's like jumping around, stepping in and out in odd like movements.
Oh, and there she goes.
And then she's gone. But then she comes back. And I think she comes back in the elevator. Literally just standing there, like, not really moving,
Her arms up, though, right there.
Yeah, so she's apparently talking to somebody, but nobody is seen in the footage. Like, nobody's there. And then she kind of, like, almost falls over, clicks every single hotel floor.
What in the elf is this?
Like, I know. Like, just acting
multiple times.
Yeah, like clicking them all, going back down, going back up, and then just steps out.
Again.
And hides again.
But she's hiding outside.
Like, and now she's talking to somebody on the other side of the door, but nobody was seen walking past the elevator. And nobody is seen there at all. And then I think the elevator doors closed and she was never seen again. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, these doors have been open for a really long time.
Hmm?
Doors have been open for a long... Oh, she walks away.
Yeah. Then she walks away and was never seen again. never seen after that ever again. So she appears to press every button. Obviously, the video drew worldwide interest into the case due to the strange behavior, and it has like been excessively analyzed. Like special people who analyze pictures and videos for a living have offered to take and analyze the entire video, see if any sign of another person was there. And obviously they're just people on like YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, so they're not really liable.
Yeah, like they could say anything.
Not saying that people who do that online aren't liable.
Well, this would honestly be a really good thing for like a psychology class, like not actually, but just like, what do you think happened? Mm-hmm. And like, there's no right or wrong answer,
because
but like, what do you think?
Many people who do this for a living have zoomed in on the video and seen absolutely nothing but her acting erotic and crazy. Mm-hmm. So it was reposted. Even it was posted in Chinese as well. In China, the videos sharing site on Youku.
Youku? Is that like a Chinese YouTube?
Yeah, video sharing site. So yeah, like a Chinese
YouTube,
like TikTok, YouTube. It accumulated 3 million views and 40,000 comments in its first 10 days of being up. Several theories emerged to explain her actions. Lam was trying to get the elevator car to move in order to escape from somebody who was pursuing her. Others suggested that she might be under the influence of ecstasy or some other party drug, but none were detected in her body.
When she was found?
Yep. Her bipolar disorder became known, and the theory that she was having a psychotic episode also emerged, which I feel
that makes the most sense.
Has the most sense, especially because she was acting so erotic.
But if she also has a history of hallucinations
and has been hospitalized for it,
for hallucinations like that,
I do feel that was
at least some part of it,
a big,
if not the whole part of it.
Yeah, like it definitely played. Like there's just no way that somebody with hallucinations can just do that and people can blame it on something else. Like maybe it wasn't it, and maybe somebody was doing that, but she was also acting erotic days leading up to that, especially with her roommates and all of these things.
Like everything is just leading back to
the fact that maybe she skipped her medicine, she was by herself, she was in a new city, maybe she was seeing like, and especially if she had a history of not taking it, and she was traveling alone, there was nobody to remind her to take it.
Yeah.
There was nobody telling her, no, you need to take it, or here's your medicine, take it. Like,
yeah, which is the thing that's like good and bad, because you want to be able to do it yourself, but you also want to have somebody that if you need to
have it there,
that at least is checking up at something. Because, but also they could have been somebody checking up and she could have said yes.
Well, but she was traveling alone, so there was nobody really there with her.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if somebody,
like her parents could have been texting her,
or called her and was like, "Hey, did you take your medicine?" She could have been like, "Yeah, I did," but she couldn't.
She didn't.
She didn't, or she thought she did, and she didn't. Like, you don't know.
Or she ran out.
Yeah.
Because when you're going, she went to 2 other places before Los Angeles, so she could have ran out or wanted to save them, or God knows what. So, during the search of Lam, guests at the hotel have been complaining about low water pressure. Some later that
like in the shower?
Like just in general, their sink was not, like, didn't have power.
I see.
It was kind of just, like, low. Like, there wasn't, like, when you turn your shower on, it wasn't, like, psh.
Yeah.
It was more of, like, a psh.
Yeah. I see.
You know?
I know.
Some people claimed that their water was colored black and an unusual taste.
Ew. Ew, 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 ew.
So
ew, they drank dead person water.
So she was dead in a water tank. Nobody knew. And people in the hotel were brushing their teeth. Showering, making their morning coffee, drinking water from the spout.
This is why when you're traveling, you only drink bottled water. Shower, can't help you there. Brushing your teeth, can't help you there. But drinking water,
Mm-hmm. So, that's actually so disgusting. On the morning of... I can't even think of brushing my teeth.
with water.
Okay, so if you saw your water black,
Why would you drink
you were
it?
like,
let me take a sip.
let me just brush my teeth quick. Like
Like you-
the water's black. What are you going to do?
You
Like,
could have put the toothpaste in your mouth, brush your teeth, and just spit it out and fuck the
Yeah.
whole water thing. But
to each their own, I guess. I don't know. I probably would have been the same thing, to be honest.
no, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I would have
You
been
would
like,
have gone crazy. You were like, Mom,
the
go
water
get
is
me.
black.
Go. I'm not. She'd been like, I'm not even going in this room anymore. I'm not staying here anymore. I'm leaving.
No, I would.
I know.
I would. I'm very clean when it comes to hotels.
Mhm.
I check for bed bugs. I check my towels for stains. And if there's a stain, I ask for a new one. Sheets. We stayed at a hotel for a competition, and we had blood on our sheets. Like, and it didn't look washed. Like, it was like just blood. And my mom was like, we're leaving. And we checked out of the hotel and we left. No. I don't remember. Maybe. I was young. Maybe we just got a new room. I don't know, something like that. Okay. On the morning of February 19th, San Diego Lopez, a hotel maintenance worker, found Lamb's body on one of the 4 1,000-gallon or 3,785 liter tank located on the roof, providing water to guest rooms, a kitchen, and a coffee shop.
Oh.
So
Your
this,
Starbucks coffee was being made with dead water.
so this one of 4. So there was 4
other
water tanks. Each one was 1,000 gallons or almost 400 liters. And it was providing, this single water tank was providing the kitchen, guest rooms, and a coffee shop. Water.
Ooh.
Through the open hatch, he saw Lamb lying face up in the water. The tank was drained and cut open since its maintenance hatch was too small and accommodate equipment need to remove Lamb's body. So the tank
So wait, it was drained and cut open to get her out?
to get her out.
So how the fuck did she get in?
That's what they're saying.
Unless it was like, you know the Watson case where he shoved his daughters in the oil tank?
Well, that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah. Because those were like 8 inches and somehow she shoved the kids through them.
How do their heads fit through that? Like, that's pure skull.
Have you never watched that? You've never watched that? Oh my god, you need to do that one.
You know,
you will like that one.
you know which one I wanted to do? The man that went stir crazy and he shot his kids and dragged them out in the middle of their lawn
Oh yeah, that one's good.
and laid them out.
No, there was one.
And their neighbors were just screaming at him and called the cops.
There was one, I watched it. It was a documentary, and like there's videos of him when they thought, and then everybody was gone. He was like, they're missing. And the whole time, everybody's talking to him. He's worried, he's upset. The whole time it was him.
Mm-hmm. I did see this.
It's really good.
I watched the beginning. There was a documentary about it.
Yes, I watched it.
Yeah,
That's
I only
okay,
watched the beginning.
Yeah, where he looks upset. Like, the whole time, I would have never guessed it was him. When I first watched it the first time, I was like, there's no way.
There's no way.
He's so
normally,
upset.
Okay,
He's
this
so-
isn't till like, because sometimes it's not, but it's normally the husband
Yeah.
or the wife.
Yeah.
It's always the person closest.
It's normally, yeah, because it's either like, they want to like,
they want something.
they want
Did you
money.
ever see?
They
I
want to
was
break
gonna
up.
say, did you ever see the video of the guy who killed his wife because she had higher life insurance than him?
Yeah.
Her life insurance was like $1 million or something, and she never told him because she was worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
And when she told him, because they were doing something, I don't remember, and he ended up killing her for it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, they knew immediately that it was him.
Yeah. Or like people want to like get a divorce or something, and instead of just being like, hey, I
Hey.
cheated on you, or like, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore, they just
kill them.
them.
So then they never have to break the news.
Well, see you in jail.
Yeah. Why would you do that? Like, you don't have the balls to say to my face, you'll kill me, but you don't have the balls to say to my face.
Like, you're
Are you kidding me?
You're gonna never, yes, you're gonna kill them and never see them again, but you could also just say it,
And
have a
then-
little bit of guilt and never see them again, let alone kill them and have a lot of guilt forever.
How are you going to be that much of a little bitch to go kill me?
That you can't go and talk to
You can't just talk to me, but you don't have enough balls to talk to me, but you have enough balls to kill me?
It's the easy way out.
Who do you think? No, it's not.
Yeah,
The
it kind
easy
of
way out is me screaming in your face and calling you an idiot and then getting over it eventually.
Yeah.
Don't kill me.
I don't know. No. Well, clearly, if you are in
But
a
if
state
you think
of
about
mind,
killing somebody, you're
if you are in a
already
state
something.
of mind where you are in the mind of killing somebody,
In my English class,
there's no way to reason, because any smart, logical person could plan a murder smart enough that they would not get caught, but nobody's smart enough
to
commits a
execute-
murder.
Yeah.
It's not hard to cover up. It's not hard to figure it out if you know what they do, but nobody who
There's
understands
people that have killed
stuff.
people and gone away with it, and then literally on their deathbed have been like,
or they
oh,
turn
I
themselves
killed-"
in.
Yeah.
Like, smart people who would know how to kill someone without evidence and be fine
Would do it.
would not do it because they're not in a
Exactly.
right. They're not. They're
They're
in
in
a
the right state of
mind.
mind. My English class, we're reading the Lord of the Flies, and that was one of our like questions before we read it. Was, would you kill if you were abandoned on an island with no food or like with nothing? Would you kill someone? And this one girl was like, yes, and this one other kid was like, yeah. And I was like, no, I couldn't live with the guilt. And they were like, well, what about like if they annoy you or blah, 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 blah. I still couldn't live with myself after I killed someone. Like, I get it. I'm abandoned on an island.
Yeah.
But I couldn't live with the fact that I killed someone.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that can is disgusting.
Yeah.
But then again, when you do kill someone, you're really not.
But
in
what
the
if
right
it was
state of
somebody?
mind.
What if it was somebody who like did something real bad? Would you
I
feel bad
still-
if you killed a rapist?
Yeah.
You would.
Just because they did bad things. Yes, I would.
You would feel bad.
Yes, I would. They did bad things, but they still had a life.
What about like a serial killer?
I would still feel bad if I killed them. Somebody loved them.
Yeah, you're right.
At one point, somebody loved them.
Yeah.
They were something to someone.
Mm-hmm.
They were somebody's reason to do something.
You're right.
No matter how bad they are as a person.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of my same thing with people with mental health. Like, oh, they're just doing it for attention. No, you don't. To do something to yourself, to hurt yourself, attention or not, you're still not in the right mind. If you can physically take something to your body or put something in your body to hurt yourself. Wanting attention or not, you're not in the right state of mind.
Doesn't matter. Like, if you can take something to your own skin and feel the pain and be like, no.
Because on a
going.
regular day, would you just be able to be like, no? If you got a paper cut, you'd be like, ow!
Ah! Ooh, it stings. Enough said. Anyway. The coroner official issued finding an accidental drowning.
No.
This is
How
what...
do you accidentally drown in a water tank?
That's 1,000 gallons. Like, I don't know. But they said that she was an accidental drowning with bipolar disorder and significant factor. The full coroner report released in June stated that Lam's body was found fully naked, clothing similar to what she was wearing in the elevator video floating in the water, coated with sand-like particles. Her watch a room key also was found with her. Not in her. Lamb's body was moderately decomposed and bloated. It was mostly greenish with some marbling. Ugh. Why is it describing what her skin looked like? There was no evidence of physical trauma, sexual assault, or suicide. Toxicology tests showed traces of consist with her prescription medications found among her. Yeah.
Like they were the same.
They were the same. So she was taking
So
them.
she was taking her meds.
Plus
then.
non-prescribed prescription
Recreational.
drugs such as Sunatab and ibuprofen.
Oh.
Oh.
But
so just like
no-
painkillers.
But
There
no
it wasn't.
other recreational drugs.
Yeah.
So it was just like she took.
And alcohol was about 0.02.
So like numb.
So she probably
Had
took
like a drink or
yeah,
something.
and then but that was also probably way later
Yeah.
in the day. But also when you died, your body produces alcohol.
Because it's just like, yeah, it's especially if she was
Yeah, she was dead for
moderately decomposed.
yeah, so your body
Yeah, it
produces
might have
alcohol. So that
alcohol.
alcohol.
Boy, it's just alcohol.
Boy, it's just alcohol. But no other recreational drug. Like there was no bad drug.
No.
So that's and they were like, hands up,
That's it?
done.
They
were
didn't
done.
look into anything.
Nope.
Wow.
Didn't look into it. They said, oh, she was bipolar, acting erratic, a little alcohol found in her system, prescription and ibuprofen.
You're telling me.
So
You're telling me there are 4 water tanks on the top of a hotel. And they
and the
don't
tiny
have,
woman
No, no,
who
no.
weighs 100 pounds.
They don't have any cameras by them? A hotel has a camera everywhere. You're telling me there was no camera by the water tank?
there was footage of her in the tank. Look it up. Put in the water tank. And look at the little thing that she had to lift up and then crawl her body into.
That little square?
That little square.
Compared to the person. Yeah, that compared to the... Like, how the fuck would she get in there?
They also had to cut it to the side. They had to cut into the side to get her out.
But I'm confused on how there's no... It's a hotel and you're telling me... Like, a water tank is something that's like...
That's like the horror
the movie.
film that was made about it.
You're telling me there's no cameras up there. I don't believe that.
Like, look at how tiny the squares were.
Mm-hmm.
And look at how heavy that looks. That's pure metal. When you're acting erotic and
You
you're
can't
that
lift anything.
tiny woman, and then that's like basically how she was found. Or like
Why the heck is there a lamp in there with her?
see, that's like supposed to be her room key, her clothes. I don't know. I just think it's weird.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
And I don't think a woman would be able to just open that
No.
and like crawl into it. Like I don't know. And I think it's weird that the hotel only had security camera footage in the
Like, how is there none of her in the hallway? How is there none of her, like, walking
That's what I'm
around?
saying. How do you only have security footage in your elevators?
Like, there has to be, of all places, I would not put a security camera
In an elevator, like that's
I don't want to see what goes on in an elevator.
well, that's like okay, it's a lot of things happen in an elevator. People get stuck. You want eyes on them.
Yeah, like, it's a heavily traveled place, but also are the hallways. The
outside of the
entrance.
elevators, like
Especially
I just
a door,
find it so odd, and I think the police are hiding something that they
No.
don't want.
Especially a door to the roof.
Yeah.
A door to a roof should always have a camera, because if somebody does go up there for whatever reason,
You want to know why they're up there. You want to know who's up there so that they can get in trouble for being up there.
or get them,
And you would want your water tanks to have a security footage because
yeah, you're telling me if not a little kid, if like a teenager went up there and like did something to the water tanks, they'd have
no
video.
evidence.
No,
of
they
it.
would. I'm telling you, if there was a kid that did something, they would have evidence on a camera. But because it's a woman that got murdered, there's nothing. Somehow,
That's what I'm saying. Something is
It's
not
not
being
right.
shared. So all 4 tanks. So the investigator determined how Lam died, but did not initially offer an explanation as how she got into the tank in the first place. Doors and stairs that access the hotel roof were all locked.
what did she do? Fly?
Exactly. So the door to get up to the thing was locked, and a manager or owner or somebody had to come and unlock it for the police to get up there.
So what I'm hearing is it had to be somebody who has access to a key.
The maintenance guy who went to go check the water tank had to unlock the door to get up there.
So somebody who had access to a key But at that time, it
With
probably wasn't
only
a swipe
staff.
key.
Oh, so it was a passcode. Only the staff having a passcode and key, and other attempts to force them would supposedly have triggered an alarm. So even if she did figure out a way to break open the door, an alarm would have sounded.
So it was somebody who either knew the code or had a key.
The hotel fire escape,
Or she scaled the side of the building. But I don't think
well,
she would have
they're
done
saying the hotel's fire escape could have allowed her to bypass security measures. Her scent trail was lost near a window that connected to it. A video posted to the internet after
Like the
Lamb's
dogs.
death.
The dogs lost her scent.
Yeah. So a video posted on the internet after Lamb's death showed that the hotel roof was easily accessible via the fire escape, and the 2 lids of water tanks were open.
What did she do? She just said, "Hey, let me see if I can go in here," and it closed on her.
But the way the lids are, you have to move them, and then you have to move them back.
And it was
They don't just open and then accidentally the wind gusts and it falls closed. You have to
They're like
pick
blocks.
up. They're like blocks. I'm pretty sure you have to pick them up and move them. Don't count on it, but I'm pretty sure. There's no hinge. It's not there.
Yeah, it's on a hinge.
Like they had to physically pick it up and move it.
But even like her getting up to there.
Yeah, is a lot for a
lot.
100-pound woman with that much of a drop underneath her.
Yeah. Like even walking just up there. Where is she going? So there's no other way in the water tank.
No, you have to crawl up and then somehow, mind you, water tank, it does not have steps inside of the water tank.
No, they're not expecting somebody to go swimming in a water tank.
That's what I'm saying. So if she moved it, how did she crawl up the slippery tank
And put the thing back on.
and put the thing back on top of her? I just think it's weird.
I feel so funky right now.
I know. Apart from the question on how she got on the roof, other asked if she could have gone in the tank by herself. All 4 tanks are 4 by 8 feet. Cinders propped up
4 by 8 feet, like 4 feet wide.
4 feet wide and 8 feet tall.
Okay. So that's not like that small, but like,
That's large.
yeah. that's
She's
pretty
not that big.
big. She's not that
She's
big?
not that big.
Really?
And when you think about it, 4 feet is... Ow.
Youchies. 4 feet is me.
4 feet is a little less than you.
A foot. Less than me.
So minus your head.
My head is not a foot. Oh my god. 12 inches in my head?
So like from here down.
From like my nipple down.
No, Lexi. I get it, you want to be tall, but you ain't that tall, babe.
That's like a foot. Is that not?
A
This is-
ruler.
Yes. This is
No.
a ruler. From the top of my head until here, that's a ruler. Yeah, huh?
Okay, well, either way, that's insane.
Hold on. Get your measure app out. Open the measure app. And go from here to the top of my head.
You have to stand.
I'm going to sit right straight up.
It's 21.
Are you serious? 21? Wow.
Wait. Yeah, it's 21.
Interesting. So then is a ruler like a forearm?
Mm-hmm.
Like this much? So like,
Probably.
so like maybe to my neck. Oh, you should make fun of me.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I could have gone like this.
Yeah. Like minus that.
This
Yeah.
specifically this?
And then 8 feet, so both of us lined up. Half of you and then half of me. And cinder prop. What are you laughing at?
That's just funny.
Cinders propped up of concrete blocks. There was no fixed access to them, and the hotel workers had to use a ladder to look at the water. Then, what the fuck are you laughing at? This is not a laughing matter.
My brain's funny. Sorry.
They were projected by the heavy lids that would have been difficult to replace from within. The hotel employee who found the body said that the lid was open at the time. Removing the issue...
Oh, so she didn't close the lid.
Okay. Removing the issue on how she could have closed the lid from the inside. Police dogs that searched through the hotel, Lam, even on the roof, shortly after her disappearance was noted, did not find any trace of her. So the dog sniffed the roof. And if the thing was open, her decaying scent, don't you think would be sort of up there and the dogs would be able to smell her?
Would have smelled something.
They would have smelled something and then walked over to the tanks and barked at it or done whatever police dogs do.
They sit.
They sit and bark.
They sit and they paw. Or bark. I've seen them paw. Especially
my neighbor used to have a drug dog.
Right there. So basically they don't know what happened.
Yeah.
What do you think happened?
I think
Oh,
she was hallucinating and somebody, I'm going to say a man, correct me if I'm wrong.
it's a pretty good assumption.
I know. I think that she was hallucinating and somebody saw her in a vulnerable state. Maybe she was talking to somebody in the elevator. Maybe she was hiding. I don't know. Whatever it was sad.
Yeah.
And it was hard to watch because whether she was hiding from somebody, acting for someone, or just hallucinating and going through a mental episode.
It's very eerie to even watch.
It's eerie to think about. Like, it's eerie that she was having hallucinations.
But, like, seeing it was even like, ooh.
Yeah. I truly think somebody saw her in that state. Maybe it was the hotel guy. Somebody who had access to something or figured out a way to get up there. I just don't know.
I don't think she did it all by herself. There's no
And if she did do it,
there's no way there's no more evidence of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just something missing, and there's something that these people are not looking at.
There's something. Sorry. Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's something about it that's just weird to me. Like, how could you, 1, see the elevator footage, 2, have her get kicked out of that thing, 3, go to the bookstore, have a nice interaction not many minutes or days after, and then she just go missing?
Yeah. I agree.
There's something not being said.
Yeah.
There's something not being said. There's something being covered up. The family was being very short with interviews and giving background information. Keeping her mental health very private, which I understand. But I don't know. There's just something off.
Something's missing.
Something's missing. Something's off. And it's just weird.
Yeah.
Like, how does a tiny little woman figure out a way to move a cinder block, crawl into a water tank? Maybe, okay, she was having an episode. She walked up the thing. She was hallucinating. Maybe something's telling her. Maybe something's happening in her brain. Or she's walking up the fire escape and she sees the tanks.
But I'm confused. They said she was bipolar. That's not hallucinations. That's schizophrenia.
Well, they said without her medicine she was hallucinating and she's been hospitalized for it before. Which, again, is not bipolar disorder. Bipolar has multiple personalities.
Not always,
But that's regularly what it is.
normally. It's like, let's see. Characterize extreme mood shifts, energies, and activity
Levels. Can you put causes hallucinations?
These hallucinations can occur in bipolar 1 disorder or 2, which may indicate the presence of bipolar psychosis. So basically, like almost like a psychotic bipolar.
Yeah. So she was psycho.
So if she was hearing things.
And seeing things.
If she was seeing things, she would have been seeing shadows, flashes of lights, people, animals, screens, figures, shapes
that
scenes,
aren't really there.
And like people who have died. If it was...
Hallucinations
can occur during severe manic or depressive episodes.
And she was traveling by herself.
Can be unsettling and may intensify with fear or confusion.
Okay, so she could have been... She's in a new hotel. She's with new people. Maybe the people were saying things to her. Maybe someone was following her.
So they can either be mood congruent, which they're going to like align with how you feel, or they could be mood incongruent and they can go against what you're feeling.
So she might have been scared and it was telling her the opposite.
Speaking incoherently, paranoia, feeling disconnected from reality, acting different than usual.
Speaking. She's talking to herself in the elevator.
Where? Oh, speaking incoherently.
Yeah, so just not speaking to anybody.
No, that means like you're saying stuff, but you're not making any sense.
Oh.
Like you're saying words, but they don't make any sense.
Well, we didn't hear it. Maybe
well, that's
she
what
was.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. So, who knows?
I don't know. I feel like there's both sides.
And many people who are in those states, especially hallucinations, they don't know they're in a hallucination.
Yeah.
They don't.
That's what's
they don't
really,
know.
really, that's what really, really, really sad about schizophrenia and all of like that.
They're so scared.
So sad because
they genuinely think
they're feeling people, they're seeing people, they're seeing animals,
genuinely
shapes,
believe it's there.
flashes of light, and it's like not there. We don't see
and
it.
like when you think you see something or you think you hear something, how you can freak out and it's like something small, like oh somebody said my name. No, they didn't. But like things that are a much more serious,
bigger, like
or
a
like
person
a person
standing in front of you, and you're being like, guys, look.
It's almost like a dream.
Somebody there.
It's almost like in a dream.
Yeah.
But you're awake.
Ugh, my dream was creepy last night. My dream was there was people standing around me. Nobody was moving. Literally nobody was moving. Everybody was just staring at me. Every time I moved, the only thing that moved was their heads and their eyes.
I didn't have a dream.
Yeah, that was really creepy. Probably why I was freaking out in my sleep and moving so much. Because in my dream, I was running around I was running everywhere.
Like, grab me and do that. No, she got her dog. That beautiful her dog.
Okay, that's enough. Go ahead, outro. I'm joking. Well, you can hit the outro if you want. Hey! Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Okay, hit that outro. Psych, you thought. Okay. All right.
Well, leave a comment or
What do you think?
figure out a way.
What do you think happened?
What do you
dun, dun, dun.
You scared me. What do you think happened? What
do you think happened? We'll see you guys here next week.
You can find us on Spotify or anywhere you watch your podcasts.
Today we were the judges.
And you just got served.
Money talks. Wait.
I can't see you.
Yes, you can.
No, yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay, no.
Ew! Am I upside down?
Money talk.
I can see your eyeball! I can see your eyeball! Look at me. I can see your eyeball! In there! I see them! In there upside. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I see your eyeball. They're upside down.
Is it creepy?
Yes, it's really creepy because you're blinking, but you're blinking upside down. Stop! Alright, let's go. Ziggy, turn off the podcast.
Okay.